Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Happy Bringling. Namaste. Welcome to Bringle Talks, Women on Purpose Thursdays. Today, we are not just talking about women in leadership. We are celebrating women of purpose, women on purpose. Women who, despite personal challenges, have built extraordinary legacies of impact and inclusion. And with me is one such powerhouse of resilience and purpose, Sharmila Devatia, Managing Director of Vardhan for You, a woman who has lived with cerebral palsy since the age of 6, yet transformed her challenges into a journey of leadership, empowerment, and nation building. Sharmila, welcome to Bringle Talks, Women on Purpose Thursdays.
Thank you for the invite and honor. And of course, it's a pleasure to talk to you anytime.
And thanks for being recording and helping me out, being there for the last, this is the 6th recording which we are doing for Women on Purpose. And this is where, the resilience is what makes it so important. Even after so many challenges, Sharmila, when we speak of women on purpose, we are talking about women who don't let circumstances define them. And you have proven that purpose can turn even the hardest battles into a movement. From personal health challenges to building inclusive social enterprises, you have shown how women can lead not just families, but communities, states, and even nations. Why do you think the purpose has become such a critical driver for women today?
Not just women, I think for humanity to rise above their station. I think everyone needs a purpose, a goal, an ambition, apart from making money, to attain, to feel good that, yeah, okay, I have some place in this entire cosmos. So I think that drives the good things in our lives. That we do have that in our hearts and in our minds, both, to do good. That's the only thing that helps the human race to rise up.
That's great, Sharmila. I also want you to kind of throw a little light on your challenges, your problems of being what you call it as, not as a disability but an inconvenience. While I know that there are so many, and there are many, your parents know, and there are other people who know you very well. They always see you what kind of, it's not just a small inconvenience, it's a greater discomfort. And not just discomfort, it's really a big challenge at times, to the extent that you know you can't speak, you can't walk, you can't move, and you are, you just kind of stand still. And but that, how that kind of a disability which you call taught you the importance of inclusion and impact, and eventually turned out to be your mission.
Yeah, I went into coma because I have encephalitis. My motor control was completely off. The virus had hit my motor control, and that is why I have cerebral palsy. So my eye, my cheek, my voice box, hand, leg, in its entirety were lost. And that was 55 years ago. Today, when, if I look back, or rarely that I do look back, The first thing that I gained was my legs. I had decided to walk, so I did. And the last thing that I got back was my speech. My left hand is still not viable. And I don't think about it because so many people are one handed, or if at, at all there are problems, even if you have an accident and break your hand, you are incapacitated, you are uh, disabled for that period. I have been disabled for 55 years with that. I have learned to cope with it. I have learned to do everything one handed, and it's okay. And, it's never been an issue. I don't have an issue swimming. I don't have any problem in cycling, running a marathon. So I have lived a full life with a disability, or so-called disability. That's why I call it an inconvenience. I do take therapy. I have pain because my hand is spastic. I get tired talking. So I stop for some time and then carry on. I don't take lectures for more than an hour. I do all these things to keep me going. You have to adjust, adapt, do all those things that we are taught to live in this world. So uh, uh, I do that. Basically, inconvenience because I don't think it matters to me at this point in time that I can use my left hand or not.
Wonderful.
It
I think
doesn't matter.
Shakti, your answer itself is a proof of resilience and strength. So, that is why today's episode on Women on Purpose Thursdays is very, very close to my heart, because I'm joined by someone who has been more than a co founder to me, more than a friend, someone who has been a pillar of trust and strength in my life. Since 2017, she has stood by me as we build this legacy together. Her presence has not just, made me stronger, but our entire team. Her trust has always kept us going. She's not just a professional with 30 years of IT corporate experience, but also a woman of resilience who has lived with cerebral palsy since the age of 6, while her half of the body was paralyzed. Now, from the launching of Deaf Employment Center to supporting military widows to leading Vardhan for You and now establishing SKCKJ centers in Vadodara and working with Gujarat Chamber of Commerce, the Gujarat government, she's a true example of a women on purpose. And this is why I would like to welcome my co-founder, my friend, and my strength, Sharmila Diwatia. Sharmila, you've been by my side in this journey since 2017. The audience should hear this straight from you. What has this journey with me and Bringle and Vardhan and even Design Your Unicorn meant to you personally? And we both know how much trust matters in building something this big. So, how do you see the role of trust and partnership in building a legacy like this?
We are two individuals who don't have patience. Okay? Believe me, the ups and downs that we have had in our relationship, professionally and personally, is a testament to that trust. It is because I trust that I can fight with you at any point in time and then come back and work as is. Because I know that the two of us understand each other. That trust is what made me believe in our purpose. We may see different paths to reach the destination, but eventually the destination is the same. That has been the mainstay of my work here with you, and my trust and faith in this purpose.
Thank you so much, Sharmila. And I think, you know, your personal journey itself is nothing but short of inspiration. At the age of 6, life changed completely for you. And it's not even an age to even realize what's happening in your life. How did your parents and your own willpower transform you from being half paralyzed to where you are today? And then walking on to work for 30 years in IT corporate, but somewhere your calling was bigger. And what gave you the courage to leave a corporate career and dedicate yourself to social impact?
I don't know if it is courage, but priority. And yeah, maybe well, uh, if you begin with the way my parents have brought me up, uh, I was given free rein from the time I remember. Even before I fell ill, I remember myself at age 3 in a bookshop in Delhi in Suburban Enclave, uh, picking up books and my parents buying it for me. And they never questioned that, okay, this is not done. How can a 3-year-old pick up uh, a simple book and that can be bought just like that? So the faith that they have inculcated from a very young age still carries. And that you don't lose that faith just because the child is ill or needs help or needs therapy. Yeah, uh, I used to be very impatient and unnecessarily angry because I think as a child I needed playtime, which I didn't get because therapy prevailed over everything else, even academics. I took a drop after school for 1 year for intense therapy for my speech. I went to Bombay, I stayed there, and I had that 1 year to look at options for my own career after school. I came back after a year and I started college with BSc, MSc Maths. I began with a job in 1989, January 89. 7 years there, and then I moved to Bombay for 20 years. So for 27 years, and where I had no, uh, I would say, I had a vision, but I had no such uh, boundaries in which I should live. I have lived a very free and fair life. I have breathed uh, free air. I have never been constrained. So those are things that have helped me grow. And uh, coming back and giving up a career, corporate career, I think uh, I had enough to feed, clothe, and house me. How much more do you need? So I came back because my parents needed help at that point in time. My priority changed from being a money making machine to being a daughter. That's it.
Sharmila, I think you have not just come back, for the parents. Your large calling, the long-term calling
Yeah,
is
I
post,
agree.
and I can still see that even while you're taking care of your parents, your work towards the social impact is never stopped. Uh,
It
be
did. It
be
did.
it with Bringle Vardhan
Yes.
or with Rotary or even with
Yeah.
Somi Ki Chidiya Ko Jagao and SKC Ki centers and various things. So one thing which we both believe, we have believed within ourselves is in balance. Too often, men and women are seen as competing. We know they are complementary. uh, how do you see men and women supporting each other as complementers rather than competitors? And while women nurture families beautifully, often they forget themselves why it is so important now for women to focus on their own purpose as well and not just everyone else's. What is that women on purpose? Why is that purpose so important for a woman? And how does it define your life so that you can become independent? And independence doesn't mean being free living alone. It's about having your own thought process, own attitude,
Yes.
own life purpose for which you are living today, and for which you will want to live in future.
My at some point in time, my mom told me that you have got what you have wanted in life. So think about giving back to society. Think about giving to people who don't have what you have, the underserved population. And that got me thinking. And this was while I was in Bombay. So from 2000 on, I have been working with disability, with the underserved population, along with my job. So for the past 25 years, I have been in this social impact sector. And I guess purpose. Okay, every time I had a thought that I should have enough money, that that purpose used to be right in front of me. Okay, enough money to do what? To help myself or to help people? To clothe myself or to help the rest of the world? So that was what held me back for say about 10 odd years. So I made my file, I got my financial independence, and then I shut shop. Eventually, you have to because you can't be in two words. So I shut shop. I came back thinking I had retired. And then I had that call with you, and the entire thought process changed and began again. I think I am more busy than what I was in a corporate career. I am more satisfied. I am more content than what I was maybe 10 years back. It, that is because I have purpose. Purpose is the only way that unless you have a goal, a finite goal for money, okay, that's how it works initially. You have a finite goal in your career. I want to be vice president at this age. I want to be president at that age. That that is your ambition. You have a goal. Okay, I need X million in my bank account. Once you have reached it, do you need more? Yeah, then that's greed, right? So I don't have that greed. I
See,
lost it.
everybody has their own financial
I
needs.
lost it.
And I think beyond a certain point, it's always like it's a wish.
Yeah,
It
it's
will
a
never
waste.
end from that perspective.
And, and,
Okay. And that will, when that need becomes greed, it becomes a difficult challenge. Okay. And it's a different thing to work on that. But I think somewhere deep down, women had been supporting the families. Like my mother had been, it was a housemaker. And for them, for the women like them, and maybe there are so many women who are working also today, but they're still running around with the same hassle, same work, and they still are thinking, what is the purpose of their life? And Shamila, I think I'll bring up another question. You often speak about spirituality, about karma, about feelings, that this might be your last birth. We've been speaking about that. What makes you feel that your life's purpose is social impact, and how does this belief guide your daily work? Because as many people say that pain gives birth to empathy. Do you think that your early struggles with disability gave you the resilience to serve others so deeply today?
yes, it did. Uh, I uh, I think I went through a whole load of uh, pain, but and I sometimes still do. This monsoon season is really bad.
Mhm.
It comes to pain. But since I started with yoga, I have been able to control it to a very minimum level of pain. I can handle it without painkillers now. I take my health seriously so that I can be of use to my parents in their time of need, and I can be of help to the underserved population because I should be up and running. So I take my health very seriously. I keep that as a priority now. Earlier I didn't. When you say homemaker, yeah, my mom is a homemaker. She is there in the home, hence I can step out. I have that support.
Wonderful.
Otherwise, I would probably be running the house and I would not be able to do a lot. And even today, I have that kind uh, uh, even while I was in Bombay, I had that support at home. I picked staff to run the house. I did not run the house. I got the necessities in the house. I did not run the house. My staff did. I was out working. And even today, It is my mother who runs the house. It is my father who runs the house, not me.
Sharmila, see, this is called managing responsibilities at home
Yes.
in with your aging parents, of course, and they are also supporting you. But there are families, and I see a lot of, most of the households nowadays have, the
Nuclear.
staff or the maids to or the cooks to coming in and all that, even though they are at home. And they might be working, they might not be working, but for you, how do you balance caring for your parents with your mission of creating social impact? I know your brothers are also doing well in their own lives, married or unmarried, but how does your family view your dedication to this mission?
I think uh, they are proud that I am doing something beyond the house, beyond just the four walls. I have never been stopped from doing anything in my life. I don't remember being stopped going to a party or going to a disco, but I have never had, where career is concerned, I think my family as such. No, never. And it's not just me. My father's generation, all of them, all the siblings have been working, male, female. The gender has no uh, bias in our households. None of them. All my cousins are in a position of strength, male or female. They are all working. So it never occurred to anyone to think that, oh, this is different. No, I am supposed to do that.
So, Shamira, let's talk about your current work because it's groundbreaking. From Rotary to Gujarat Chamber of Commerce to the government partnerships and even with military. Can you share a little bit brief about the SKCKJ centers in Vadodara, what you're working for changing lives through skills,
Yeah.
health, environment, and inclusion?
So I joined Rotary in 2021 and I became president 2 years on. So 23-24 was my presidential year. Uh, while I was there, I adopted a residential school for the mentally challenged adult. That is from 18 years to 70 years. The people who their families have given up on and put them in a home where they are taken care of. So I adopted that one particular institution. And we continue to support that institution even now, 2 years hence as well. Like, it's a permanent project for us. It's called the Happy Workshop.
Oh,
So I inaugurated it. My immediate past president at that point in time was the one who set it up. He is one of our speakers in our long record-breaking effort in 2021. Uh, Swati Bidekar. She set it up and I inaugurated it, and we continue to support that institution well now. That was the beginning of uh, thinking on a center. Then uh, last year I had an opportunity to uh, talk to some military personnel. The lady has retired from active duty. She is a lieutenant colonel and she heads the rehabilitation unit here in Baroda. They needed some help in talking to the widows and children of uh, those armed Jawans who have given their lives for the country. So I talked to them. Now they come back and ask for something more. I will be giving a proposal shortly for a center in the army campus itself. And the third one was a university and deaf collaboration. 12 deaf ladies have been given space and sewing machines to run a tailoring center for making corporate uniforms. And that work is consistent across, like 12 months in the year, 365 days. I don't have to worry where they will earn their livelihood.
Hmm.
This has been made with the help of the Government of India, Labor Ministry. I am putting up two other units, and by the end of the year, we have not just 12, but 36 to 40 women earning their livelihood with different units. Sanitary pad making unit, a bakery, or a machinery setup unit. We are in talks with various agencies who can help make or manufacture small things. A small MSME unit can be had in such premises. So I will start with the center, and once we have the inauguration, you will be there to do it.
Thank you so much, Sharmila. I think it's really, really important for me, and even I am mesmerized the kind of work you are doing, the clarity which you are sharing. In fact, we would like to bring that those aspects to our center in Bangalore, which is the another Sonegi Chidiya Ko Jagao Center, which we are focusing upon. It's a part of the social venture fund wherein we are educating the preschool children of underprivileged of 100 children out there, and we are raising around 50 lakh rupees over there with a minimum donation or investment of 50,000 rupees. But it's a very self-sustainable cash flow model. How can we can leverage this model into that? So we will have to we will discuss on that as well. How we can leverage our current premises for all these social impact areas.
I have another as we speak, I have another thought. Now these 40 ladies have families. They have children who need education.
Mhm.
So the underserved population can have a school as well in the premises, and we run a school as well. I have no such.
That's something really good because they will get the employment as well out there
Yeah,
running that,
yeah.
and women can really manage the school well and things like that. And that's something which we should be talking about it and how we can bring it out. So maybe in Bangalore as well. But let's talk about finally to to every women watching this who might be hesitating, what message would you like to give to women who nurture families, organizations, but hesitate to focus on themselves? And if you could define your legacy in one line, what do you want to leave behind as your mark in this world?
What do I want to leave behind? I think the thought that you can do anything that you deem possible. You need a hammer to break walls, to break patterns, but you can do anything that you deem possible in your heart or in your mind. If you are clear about what you want to do, reach out. We will make it happen.
Perfect.
As simple as that.
Thank you so much. And I think for all the women listening out there, we would like you to kind of click the link below and reach out to us. We will have a one-on-one call. Sharmila will have a one-on-one call with you. I will also be there on that call. Understand how we can help, how we can work together. And this is a really powerful Bringle Talks today, which we have recorded. So thank you, Sharmila. Your journey is the definition of resilience, balance, and purpose. From a little girl with cerebral palsy at the age of 6 to a corporate leader to now a change maker, working with Rotary, government, and the military, you are a proof that women on purpose can transform not only their lives but millions of others. Friends, if Sharmila can nurture family, people, organizations, and now her country, so can you. Friend, this is your invitation to become a founding SHEpreneur, to be the part of the management committee of the first women-led social venture fund, to transform one like lives in your city while creating sustainable passive income for yourself. Subscribe to our YouTube channel Bringle Talks to watch more such stories in the coming days, and you can check other playlists into that where there are so many stories which we have shared so far. Apply today and join the She Skills Health and Environment Social Venture Fund, because there is more than an investment. It's a movement from purpose to prosperity, from women to nation builders. Thank you, Sharmila, for being my strength, and thank you for being part of this journey. With this, we'll take a move from today, and don't miss out to watch out the tomorrow's session at 4 p.m. on Rotary Legacy with Sharmila, where Sharmila is going to share more work, what she is doing with Rotary as a cadre as in the Asia Pacific Rotary Foundation, and what are the other work which she's planning to do with these kind of centers and the social impact, and what are our plans to take up that Rotary legacy across the globe, especially in India. So with this, let's take it forward. जगाओ जगाओ हर घर तिरंगे के साथ, हर घर सोने की चिड़िया को जगाओ. Awakening the golden bird hidden inside each of you. Keep bringing, keep growing.